Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Mahmud. I am an English department student of Lambung Mangkurat University. And in this video, I am going to share you my thoughts or my opinion about two videos that my teacher already shared. And I put the link of videos in the description below if you want to check. So the first video is the example of academic presentation that presented by Betsy Parrish, and on her presentation she talked about the skills that English second language teachers need. While on the second video is the example of general presentation that presented by Mariana Pascal, and on her presentation she talked about how to become a better English speaker. What I can say about these two videos is that I've got a new information and a new lesson about presentation itself, and the material or the context of their presentation is really important, I think. For example, in the first video, Betsy Paris explained about the skills that ESL teachers need, which is really important for us to know because as a future teacher. While in the second video, Mariana Pascal explained how to become a better English speaker, which is also important for us too as an English department student. This two video has the same thing, which is about presentation, but I found some differences between these two videos. I noticed three differences on how they give a presentation to the audience. So the first difference that I noticed is how they deliver the presentation to the audience. The first video, which is the example of academic presentation by Betsy Parrish, she delivered her presentation with the slides. While the second video, Mariana Pascal delivered her presentation with no slides. What I get from this difference is that when you want to give a general presentation, you don't have to prepare the slides, whether it is PowerPoint or Google Slides. And the second difference that I've got from these two videos is how they interact with the audience. The first video, which is Betsy Paris, the example of academic presentation, she interact with the audience just like teacher interact with students. While the second video, Mariana Pascal interact with her audience just like a speaker of speech interact with her audience, So it's different. It's different ways between Betsy Paris interacting and Mariana Pascal interacting with their audience. And the three differences that I've got from these two videos is how they introduce themselves. The first video, Betsy Paris introduced herself in the first, from her name, where he came from. She even explained her town. While the second video, Mariana Pascal, on the general presentation, the example of general presentation, didn't even introduce herself, and I think she already introduced by the MC or the moderator of the event before. What I've got from this difference is that in the general presentation, if you don't really need to introduce yourself if the moderator or the MC already introduced you before. But in the academic presentation, it is really important for you to introduce yourself before you deliver your presentation. I also got a new information from these two videos, from the way they presenting is first participating the audience. One of the way Betsy Paris participates her audience is by making them having a conversation in 1 minute, and that is a new information for me, to participate the audience by making them talk in 1 minute. While the second lesson that I've got is telling your own stories. Telling your own stories is really important for me, and I've watched Mariana Pascal doing that by telling her stories on her presentation to connect with the material and to connect with the audience. So that was all about my thoughts and my opinion on these two videos. Their difference on the way they deliver the presentation, how they deliver presentation to the audience, how they interact with the audience, and how they introduce themselves. And what I've got from these two videos is the way of participating the audience and telling your own story is so important. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for all of your attention. Goodbye. Keep up the good work and keep smile. Thank you.